Hello YouTube, what is up guys? Here for another pour video here, or actually this one's not going to be a pour, it's going to be more of a swipe. I saw someone do this on YouTube and kind of wanted to try to emulate it. So anyways, the colors I'm using today is going to be Serum Cream. Oh, oh my gosh, I should edit this part. I should edit this part of the video because that's embarrassing, but it's cream coat. I'm trying to read that. Coat? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. All right, so we got this cream coat bright yellow right here, acrylic paint. Looks like it's made by Delta Creative. We've got some of these other cheap ones you can buy for like 70 cents at Michael's, $1 each. So this one is Neon Pinks, Craft Smart. We got Craft Smart Orange. We've got the Folk Art, these are all acrylics by the way, Lavender. And then we've got the Craft Smart Premium Ultra Bright Multi-Surface Metallic Paint. Oh, so I guess this one, is this one acrylic? I don't know if this one, I don't think this one's acrylic. Whoops. I was trying to do all acrylic, but this is Aquamarine. And I think that's it. Oh, and then we've got black, the Craft Smart Acrylic Black Paint, and the same thing, but in white. So those are what we're using. Of course, we're using the Floetrol, the good old Floetrol, which you can get at Home Depot or on Amazon. This is the stuff you want to get. And you want to make sure it says, I thought it said something else, but there's different ones, so make sure it says Floetrol right there. You can get ones that look just with this orange thing, but it'll say something else there. I don't remember what it says, so make sure it says Floetrol. And then your basic blast silicone, which you'll see a lot of people use. I'm sorry the lighting's bad here. I'll try to put a list in the video description of what items they are. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see if I'm lazy or not. But anyway, so that is what we're gonna do. And what I wanna do is take this canvas over here and I'm going to, well, you know, I guess I can explain to you, or you can just watch, right? All right, so let's, enough of my babbling. Let me go ahead and, I'll fast forward this next part until I get kind of set up here for you, okay? So you don't gotta listen to my ramblings here. All right, we'll be right back. You hear the sound. Okay, so we've got our little tools. So I'm gonna use a couple of these little tools to kind of smooth this stuff out. Got a metal straw here in case I decide to blow out the ends or anything. Another little flat tool here. A little, I don't know what I'm going to use here, but I just want to have them by me. And then I'll probably use this T-shirt here, wet out the end and strap it. I don't know why I'm explaining this all. You're going to see it when I do it. Why am I explaining it? I don't know, but that's what I'm doing. So I think what I've seen people do is put a nice base coat of white on there first with the Floetrol to help the paint move around easily. So that is what I'm going to do. I've got this cup here. It's full of white paint, Floetrol, about half and half. Roughly the mixture here is all about half and half. About half Floetrol, half paint. And you know what? I just realized I didn't use any silicone in any of these yet. So I'm just going to give each one a little blast. A little blastito, 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 blastito. And we'll see what happens. Some people, I see people that don't even use the silicone at all and they still get nice cells. So we've done a couple without it and they came out beautiful, but the cells weren't quite as big as we want. So I really do think the silicone helps. Anyways, all right, so let's start with maybe I shouldn't have done it in the white maybe, but I did, so oh well. So first thing we're gonna do here is I'm just gonna get a little bit of this white on here and spread this out, get ourselves a nice flat surface with a little bit of the white here. And you know, when you're doing this stuff, definitely do it in an area that you don't care about getting messed up. You know, I should have put these to the side a little more because I'm getting close to bumping them with my hand here. So move them over a little bit. I've seen people use laundry baskets, old metal grates, you know, whatever you want to use. We're using these paper cups, which are horrible. We bought them like at the dollar store and got like, you know, 6 million for $1 or whatever it was, but they're so cheaply made that I'm worried the paint's gonna start to bust through. You gotta be careful when you're stirring it. So we ended up buying these other plastic cups that we'll eventually use once we're done with these. But what's great is once we're done using them, we just let them dry out and then we use them for little holders here on the bottom so they're not going to waste. So you can use them more than once. And same with the sticks, you guys. You can buy these little wood sticks here, you know, popsicle sticks, and yeah, look at, you can see all I should not have done the silicone in here, I think. Look, you can already see the little bubbles and stuff starting to form. So that was a mistake, I think, to do it on the white, but I think we'll still be okay. But yeah, just wipe off the popsicle sticks when you're done. You can reuse them over and over and over again. No point, you don't have to have a clean one every time. If you're doing some real special project where you got something exact you're trying to do in mind or something, then I completely understand. Maybe you want a nice fresh dry piece, but for the most part, I have not found any problem mixing, or like the dry paint, you know, intermixing with the new paint when I let it sit in there and soak. I haven't had that problem yet, so I think it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so being that this is a little thicker than I wanted, no, you know what? I think it's okay. Well, yeah. As you can see, I'm a little indecisive here. I was gonna leave it real thick, but I think I'm gonna swoop some of it off here because I don't want it to be too flowy where it just flows right off. So we'll go ahead and smooth this out just a little bit here. Plus, I think this will help get a little bit of the silicone off that top layer right there a little bit too. And I saw somebody on YouTube, I wish I could give her credit right now, but I don't remember her name. But she was outside doing it and did this real swipe method, and it came out really cool. My wife wasn't a big fan of it, but my wife's a little more traditional. She likes the traditional color stuff. I like doing stuff really outside the box and nuts. I like doing stuff that just looks, you know, just like represents my mind, you know, completely insane. All right, so that doesn't look great, but I'm hoping it'll all work itself out. So since I want to do the swipe and I want mostly black, and I'm going to start with black here, and we're going to go ahead and do this top part here and get that top part full of black there. Okay, let's wipe this off here a little. So we'll see how, yeah, see, and I'm pretty new to this stuff too, so keep in mind, you know, I'm just showing you what happens, and hopefully gives you inspiration to do something else too. But I'm not a professional by any means, and we're kind of new to this, so we're experimenting a lot of times here. But like I say, I can already tell I shouldn't have put the silicone in the white, but I think we'll be okay. So we'll try to go ahead and get a nice layer on the top there, and then I want to make sure the sides are black too. Might as well take care of that now so you don't got to do it later. Not that big a deal if you do got to do it later. A lot of times you can just put your finger on the paint that drops over, and the sides you can kind of just touch your finger and it's no big deal. It'll dry fine. You don't even really look at the sides, but you definitely don't want to leave it the sides white, because then it really stands out. Unless you've got, you know, a white border around or something like that, then that's fine. But you want to try to add some color to it there. Okay, so here we go. Now this is what we do here. So I'm going to try to do. So she did it on a much grander scale too, but you know, I didn't want to go crazy because I had never done this before. So something kind of like that. I know this is starting out messy. You know what? I'm going to do all these here first. Let's get all the colors on there, and then we'll do a little black between each of them. Let's, oh shoot, you know what? This purple, I'm going with it. I added a little distilled water too. We used regular water, but we're here in Alabama. We've got really hard water, at least in the area that we're in. And you know, hard water, the way I understand it, is basically just a lot of mineral buildup in your water. So you can get like salt tanks in your garage to filter and do all that crap, but we just, it's not so bad if we run it through our refrigerator filter. It's not too bad. But anyways, because of that, I don't know what the science is, but it causes problems. So they say to use distilled water, and that is what we're using. So if it's real thick, I just spray a few squirts, and I did it on most of them, but just to give you an idea, I don't know if you're able to see that. Shoot, I don't think you're able. Let me try to blend it against my white skin. I'm sorry, the camera's not great, but it's fairly thick. You know, it's fairly thick. So now I just want to do a little bit of black between each one to help sort of keep the black going as it starts to spread a little bit thinner. Okay, maybe we'll do a little more up here too. Look at those cells already starting right there with the white. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, and then I want to kind of want to smooth it out a little bit. Just help it along just a little tiny bit, help it spread here. And you know, if the colors intermix a little bit, I don't think that's that big of a deal because I'm swiping anyways. But if you don't like that, then you can just leave it and swipe and see what happens. I don't know, I'm kind of interested in just seeing what happens here if we swipe that. You know what, you guys? I think this is cool, but just to help get this, I'm gonna put a little more black on these little white spots here. Just to help the sides a little bit. And maybe, you know what, maybe we'll do one last little. Hopefully that's not too much black. Okay, let's do a swipe and see what happens. So I'm gonna take, like I said, I'm gonna take this old shirt, fold it over a little bit, a couple times, get a little thick. That should cover the, you know what? Let's get that a little. Slides across. Okay, let's, you know what? Let's see what happens. Put it right there. Is it catching it? Okay, it is catching it. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and wiggle it just a little bit. We'll just wiggle it just a little bit. Come on and wiggle it. Okay, don't give me a copyright strike for singing a song. I'm already liking it, dude. Look at that. That is cool. Oh, I'm liking it. Okay, so while it's doing its thing, let's go ahead and make sure we get the. You know what? That's kind of smoothing out the sides. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna do what I was saying earlier. You just touch it. It's fine. Who cares? And you can wear gloves, of course, but my wife and I both agree. There's just something about wearing gloves. You just don't. You know, it's like I was in a heavy metal band for about 4 or 5 years. Played all over California. Played the Whiskey A Go-Go, you guys. I know, I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit. We played the Whiskey A Go-Go. Same place Jimi Hendrix, Rolling Stones, I mean, all these famous bands. Now, of course, we had to pay to play there because we weren't famous, but still, it's they call it pay to play, which is what they do now. They give you $600 worth of tickets, and you buy them from them basically, and they say, hey, yeah, you guys got your spot. Cool, you bought all 600 tickets. If nobody shows up, we don't care. We got paid. So that's how they do it nowadays. If you're not famous, but it was still awesome. What was the reason I brought that up for? Oh, about being in a band. And you know, you should wear earplugs in your band, especially heavy metal band, because you're playing so loudly, but you just don't feel the music the same. It's just not the same. You don't feel it. So I'm basically half deaf because of that. I never wore earplugs, but I couldn't feel the music the same. So it's kind of the same. That's the point I'm making. Is you don't really feel the paint and the art when you got the gloves on, and you get more dirty and gotta wash. But I really like to feel it. It's just something different about it. But look at that, you guys. That's really cool. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. Look at those cells starting to develop. Oh, I'm liking it a lot. I'm really liking it. I don't know if I even want to mess with it with the straw or anything. I don't think there's. Gosh, I don't know. You know what? Let's experiment on one of the. Sometimes you do stuff and you regret it, but let's just see. Yeah, see? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that because it looks so cool. Do I even want to do that? I don't know. You know, normally I'm very the type to keep going and messing with stuff because I say, hey, who cares? Let's see what happens. But I really like the way this is turning out. I'm not sure if I'm liking the white up there. I'm kind of wishing it was more black, but then again, I'm not sure. I do kind of like it at the same time. It's strange. And another thing too, to tell you too, is if you're getting started in this, I'll tell you, you can get cheap canvases. Let's say you spend, I don't know, $10 on 3 of them, or you can spend $15 on 3 of them. The $5 more is gonna make a huge difference. Try to get canvases that are stretched, and I think there's some that are pre-primed. I haven't experimented with those, so I don't know how well, if that makes that big of a difference yet, but I've definitely noticed that the cheaper canvases will sink in really easily. They're not stretch tight and the canvas is made cheaply. So when you're first starting, buy the cheap ones if you're trying to experiment or whatever. But even our first one, let me show you the very first one well, technically it's the second, but we're calling it our first one that we did, we spilled it and messed up, so we didn't count it, but this one still needs the resin, so it's not shiny. But I mean, this was the first one we did, and it came out awesome. So if you want to just spend the money on the more expensive canvas, go ahead, because you might get it right in the first try. Who knows? Look at that. I mean, look at this one. I love this one, like Alien Solar Windstorm. I don't know what we're gonna call that one, but anyways, here's another one. While this is kind of selling up here, I'll show you some of the other ones we've done. This one is not one of our favorites, but we still like it. It's cool. So you know, this is, and then you know, you can also buy really small. This is a 6x6 canvas. See that? And you can, you know, make coasters, but none of these have resin or anyways, we've been reading about resin is so expensive that we're trying to find alternatives, and we found that some people say varnish will work, so we're going to experiment with that because it's much cheaper, and if you can get that nice thick coating and a nice shine to it with the varnish, and it looks just, you know, pretty close to how the resin looks, and we'll probably just go with that. But yeah, so we haven't resined any of them, so we'll still do that eventually. But with acrylic paint, it takes so longer. I've heard some people say wait 2 weeks, and some people say 3 weeks. it seems to vary. I know it's like a day or two for just to dry the touch, but as far as it fully, you know, drying out, I think it's about 3 weeks. So we're letting all of our stuff dry. Yeah, but this is really cool. You know, I'm gonna take the camera off here and see if I can give you guys a little bit of a close-up here. By the way, hey, this is what I look like, by the way. You wanna know what the voice sounds like? Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. You're not missing anything by not seeing what I look like. I'm no Brad Pitt here. All right, let's see, Brad Pitt. Geez, how old am I? That's the reference I use. Everyone, all the young kids are like, who's Brad Pitt? All right, let's see. Let's get a little bit closer here. Get a little closer, don't be shy. So we got the lighting here, so obviously that's what's giving us the nice shine to it, but let's try and see if I can get you closer to really see some of these beautiful cells here. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm trying to find the angle where the light's not, there we go. I think that's a little bit better, so the light's not messing it up too much. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Is that not cool? Look how just the little bits of yellow on the bottom there. I mean, I'm really liking this one. What's cool, and you can see the little like divots and stuff, that eventually starts to flatten out. The Floetrol will help that all kind of smooth out. And as it dries, it will start to blend. So those lumps won't be in there eventually. Or at least they shouldn't, I hope they're not. But, yeah, and you see the reason the reason why I kind of, instead of just putting straight lines, instead of just having the lines kind of go straight across, I kind of went like that. And that's why, because you get a little more of a, you know, of a better pattern, I think. So, then again, when you're dragging, I'm sure it's not going to drag totally even, so you'll still be okay, but yeah. Try to go this way, see if that helps. Yeah. Yep, so anyways, I'm really happy with this one. I can't wait to see. You know, sometimes too, I've noticed with, yeah, man, that light is really bright. I'm sorry, guys, I gotta keep thinking about that. But, I'm sorry, let me get you back on this side. So shoot, what was I just gonna say? I lose my train of thought a lot, sorry. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. You know, sometimes you're really happy with the cells and how they look. You know, sometimes you're not, you wish there was more. But then sometimes you'll come back an hour or so later, or, you know, 20 minutes later, and you go, no, like they're too big, there's too many of them, you know, because you can see more and more starting to develop here, especially on the top there. One of these times what I'd like to do is do one of these and then get the camera like right about where it's at right here, and then just let it sit for 20 minutes and then fast forward it. Let you watch the cells, you know, just kind of, I haven't seen anyone do that. I'm sure out of all the gazillion of videos on YouTube, somebody's done it, but I haven't seen anyone do that yet, and I think that would be really cool to see all the cells popping. Because you can sit here slowly like this and watch them, and you start to notice them slowly, but it'd be really cool and fast forward. Yeah, so I like this one. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I'll probably put whatever the name is of it on the video title when I actually upload the video, but very happy with this one. So my first swipe, guys. First swipe, and I'm quite happy. I think it came out pretty darn cool. We will see you on the next one. Leave a like, share, sub, all that good stuff. Feed, water, sunlight, you know, the normal. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.